As you can see, and I'm gonna tell you a story about these guys. They're grounded. They are grounded. You won't believe the mess, the destruction, the waste that these guys did yesterday in Lester's feed room. You know, I kind of laid up. But I'll be out there to let you out in a minute, baby. These guys are grounded. They're not coming out. You're not going to have to worry about watching them. They're not coming out with you, okay? You and the cows will go out. These people ain't coming out. No, sir. Maybe for a while. I hadn't been getting around too much with my foot. But I did sit on the back patio a lot yesterday, and I watched them. I could see them grazing back here on the pasture. See how green everything's turning? Now I'm hoping we don't have no more freezes. The trees are turning green. I see Lester and them already working on that fence, it looks like, down there. Can't tell. Anyway, they were out great. I didn't go to lunch yesterday. G did the video in at Kim's, and then we finished a little video over at Dan's last night. But I went back in, had a sandwich or whatever, and then G brought something, some barbecue, I think it was, or whatever, come home from Kim's. And I ate it with a sandwich. And Johnny, you know, you're guilty too, son. Yeah, you disappointed me, Johnny. Yes, you did. You was the disappointment. And Lester come up and said, Dad, you kind of gotta come get your goats. I said, where are they at? He says, they're in my feed room. I said, oh Lord, son. And my baby. So I take off down there, G and me and Lester and Ben. Jamie was there. They could not get them out. They would not come out. Well, they saw me coming. They knew they was in trouble, and they all left there. And they all come running home. But the damage was done. His feed room was a total, it was chaotic. Is that a good word, Ivan? Chaotic. It was horrible. And Ben said, well, I see my work's cut out tomorrow when I come to work. And I said, look, I'll pay for the Dad. Lester said, I don't want no pay out of it, Dad. Just, you know, we can just try to do something, keep them out of here, because they're tearing it up. That's what they did. So I come home, put them in their pen. No, y'all staying in. And they're going to be grounded. And they may be grounded here for a long time. I'm serious, because what they do, I had a guy come and fence all the way down, net fence they can't go. That's where they used to go over at. But now they found out they can go down toward the river, where they're out of sight, and they can get away from Ivan long enough he don't watch, and they'll go under the fence over there and come up through them woods. They know where to go, all the way up to that feed room. So they're grounded. They're not going out. And it's possible when I do start letting them go out, I'm gonna have to go with them, and it's gonna be late in the evenings, and let them graze for an hour or two and bring them back in. That's what's probably gonna happen. Not you two. Y'all going out with the cows. Y'all ain't gotta worry about watching these people, okay? You ain't gotta worry about it, Ivan. You can have a little bit of freedom, son. Enjoy yourself. These guys gonna be pinned up. Cloudy today, but there's not supposed to be raining. And hopefully, I don't mind your rain. I'm not gonna go anywhere today anyway. All I gotta do is come out and feed up a little bit. Weather's great. It's mild, very mild today. See, it's, if a person if Kippy was a working dog, it'd have been a waste of money. Oh, he didn't cost no money anyway. Now, yeah, a person went out and bought Kippy for a working dog, like a sled dog. That's what they would have got. A player. Just wants to play. Him, that crazy little black cat. I'm gonna tell y'all about that black cat. He's the youngest cat we got. He loves Seamus. Loves to play with Seamus. He loves that dog right there. He loves Macy. Although Macy being a girl, she don't tolerate a lot. You know how girls are. She ain't gonna tolerate it to a point. She'll play for a while. Roman will play with him forever. The rest of them cats better stay clear from him, because he ain't gonna put up with them. He will make, if one of the big cats comes in, he'll put them out. If that door's open, he gonna put them right back out. He only allows those three to come in peace. I love watching these guys. It's all day long, folks. It's just all day long. Kippy has so many people to play with all day long. He's got that guy. He's got Macy. He's got Roman. He's got Seamus. Y'all tired of seeing this, I guess. You know, G's real excited about doing some videos. She don't want to do videos all the time because, you know, and she may get into it. You know, everybody else started out just one or two videos, and it turns out to be fun. It's fun because of the reaction you get from people all over the world. It's amazing. I never thought I'd ever talk to people. And I say talk, you know, communicate through messages and stuff with people in Australia or Austria or Sweden or Holland or Germany, England, and that's just some of the places there, and plus all over the United States. I never thought that, never dreamed it, and I have fun talking to them and listening to their stories and listening about their weather. You know, their weather can sometimes completely opposite of ours. You know, old folks like to talk about weather. Y'all know that. Old folks like to talk about pain. I know, I'm old. I know. But she made her little vacation video. First one she ever made on her own. Got so many comments. And, you know, 99.9 of them are so positive. You always got that little bitty one to pop something in there, kind of, you know, having a bad day maybe. But she got so excited just reading the comments. And she's like me, she can't answer all of them, she can read all of them. And she was in there reading and reading and reading most of the night, I think, when it come out. But excited about what she's reading. And so yesterday, being I'm kind of laid up, I said, you're going to have to do the video at Kim's today because I'm not going down there. I'm not going. Because when I get up on my leg, it seems like that blood comes back down and it starts to hurt real bad. So as long as I keep my leg up like the doctor said and taking my medication, the swelling's going down, the color's getting better. It's not as sore to the touch as it was. So I know it's improving. But when you do get up and start walking around, then that blood flows back down and it starts to hurt again. So I've been trying to stay off of it as much as I can. But so anyway, so I said, you do the video. And here I go, scratching. and she had fun with it, I think. And then last night I finished the video up for her, and we went over to dance. And y'all see that on Sunday. All of that on Sunday. Because you know our Sunday videos are like 1 week behind. I thought I heard somebody talking to me. It's two cats over there arguing. So anyway, I'm gonna cut this off, and I'll video some more things today as we go. I'm gonna go out and let the cows out, and Ivan and Miracle out, and feed them all. I'll come back in, feed the goats in here separate. They're not going out. They've been grounded. But seriously, my plan is that what I'm gonna have to do, and I don't know if I'll be able to break that habit or not, is in the evenings, 5 o'clock or so. You know, it don't get dark till late. We're getting longer days as we go. Go out and let them out into the pasture, and they'll graze, and stay out there with them until about 7, and call them back in and pen them up for the night. I mean, they'll have hay and stuff in here all day long, but as far as getting out and grazing and being on their own, because what they did over at Lester's, I'm serious, is the biggest mess I've ever seen, and it was ridiculous. It was like wild kids turned loose in a candy store and said, hey, you can just do what you want to do. I don't want to eat it, you can throw it everywhere. That's the way it looked. So anyway, all right, catch you guys later. Everybody wants to wrestle this morning. Johnny and Moki over here, Duke and Prince. Shoving each other around. It's wrestle time, Papa. It's all wrestle time. Oh, he's gonna play. I'm glad they got good hard heads. Yeah, they're hard-headed, are. This was how my foot looked like at the doctor. I know they're not pretty feet. Don't talk about them. You see the difference. And it was puffed up all the way up my leg. Can't even see my ankle. And it's still swollen, but not as bad. And someone wanted to see how it looked. So let's see if I can. Oops. That was the bite. I can see air or daylight between my toes now. Someone said, you need to give us an update on your foot. Well, there it was. It's better. It's still swollen some. It still hurts when I stand up or walk on it much because the blood, I mentioned a while ago, flows back down. But the swelling and the color is a lot better. Still a little bit red in places. And it's not near as tender as it was. So I'm guessing all that means improvement. Funny thing, I didn't get the video, and I'm always messing up. Been such a mess at Lester's yesterday. And I ought to name this Lester's Revenge, but I didn't get the video to show it. Lester come down and do some work on that fence back there. And I'm sitting there on the porch, and I see all these goats coming. And not as many as I have, but 5 or 6 come down there. Here they come across the yard, munching on the bushes, on the shrubs. Reared up on this, reared up on that. At first, I thought they was breeze goats. And then I realized they're not. So anyway, I get a bucket of feed. I'm trying to get a bucket of feed to take them back home. But Lester comes through. He'll videos. You'll see his video. So I'm saying, he probably said what's good for the gander or for the goose is good for the gander or something like that. He was going to say it like that. So he probably sent them goats down here for revenge from what mine did. Mine are penned up. Gates are closed. They've been fed. They're not going out. They got hay in there. They got some grass coming on. And they'll get feed every day. And they don't like it, but they got to be punished for what they did. That was horrible. I won't put this out tonight. This is going to be a little short update on my leg. And hopefully tomorrow I can get back to making videos. I've got one or two ahead of us. And one of the videos coming up, you'll see the skillets that I made. In fact, Dan cooked in one last night. That I cleaned up and got fixed up good. And he said, well, I got one, Dad, I'm gonna get you one. You know, I got one Kelby brought him. He says, good skillet, I'll just send it over for you can do it up. You ought to see it. You ought to see it. I'm gonna show it to you before I start on it. That's the kind of trade Dan and Lou want to do with me. They'll take two good skillets and send me one that looks like it went down with the Titanic. I got work to do on it. Catch you guys later.